Oh boy, take him into custody, Rourke.
What is it?
Don't think you want to know, lady.
Oh my God.
First of all, kidding. No. Don't trust me. When I pulled that back, I was like, oh, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. Just the first thing that went through my head.
When officers realize there's more to a crime scene than meets the eye, their investigation leads them down a rabbit hole of hidden evidence. So what happens when officers stumble across unforgettable and haunting discoveries?
Police department! Athena!
I got smoking.
Yep.
44.
Alright, just don't touch anything, but it looks like a lot of pills. Oh, wait, no. There's a lot of blood.
Here are the times cops made the most horrifying discoveries ever. Starting with the heart-stopping moment officers stumbled across Patricia's body at her place after her suspicious neighbor claimed she wasn't at home.
Yep, I did step on it before I knew that there was a body with a plastic bag wrapped around its face.
So what happened after you strangled her and she was dead? You killed her.
Mm-hmm. Did you penetrate her body with fingers or other foreign objects?
I think I did.
In September 2022, Ann Arbor police received a call requesting a welfare check on an elderly lady named Patricia Falkenstern. A Meals on Wheels social worker reported that they hadn't heard from the lady in a while, and when they went to her place to inquire about her, the neighbor Keith answered her door. He assured the social worker that Patricia was okay, yet the employee could not shake an odd feeling off, considering Patricia was not the type to go MIA. After being filled in on the situation, officers arrived at Patricia's residence, unaware of what horrors would await them behind the elderly woman's door.
Hey, Patty, you in there?
What's that?
Hey, Keith. It's Ann Arbor. Police. You with Patty?
No, she's out.
Oh, you mind opening up?
What's the problem?
Oh, Meals, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Meals on...
I didn't have my walker.
Oh, okay. Meals on Wheels has been calling because I guess she hasn't been answering the door. They were worried about her.
No, I answered. No, I live next door. I answered the door.
For Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
Okay. But is Patty here?
No,
Oh, where's she at?
I don't know.
You got her phone number? We can call her? We got to make sure she's okay.
I don't know her number. It's a 616 number.
Okay. You mind if we take a look in there and make sure she's all right?
She's not here.
Okay, where'd she go?
I don't know.
Well, you told me she went to the store earlier. Now you're telling me you don't know. You're not in any trouble. Nobody's in any trouble. We just got to make sure she's okay.
I'm sure she's okay.
Okay. How long
She went to the co-op.
How long she been gone?
I haven't a clue. I don't know.
Keith, you're not giving me the warm and fuzzies, man. I just need to make sure Patty's okay.
She's not here.
I just want to check and make sure, because if I don't check and somebody's going to call and say I didn't do my job right, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. It'll take us 5 seconds to take a couple steps, look around, make sure she's not here, and then we'll go check the co-op for her. But I just want to make sure she's not in here.
No, she's not in.
Okay, then give me 10 seconds to check and I'll be on my way. That's all I'm asking. We've met before. You and I have had many conversations.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not trying to ham nobody up. I was
working on getting rid of the trash.
Don't worry about, I'm not judging any of that. All I got to do to make sure I'm doing my job right is verify she's not in here so that we can let Meals on Wheels know, because they're gonna keep calling.
I didn't have my walker with me.
I got you. Do you mind if we just come check? That's all I'm asking. We'll be 10 seconds.
Get rid of this trash.
I'm not worried about the trash, Keith. I promise. I got my own trash.
No, but I gotta get on my walker.
Well, just let me in. You can get in your walker.
Hold on a minute.
All right.
Did Patty take her walker with her?
No, she decided to go independent today.
Yeah, that's what I'm not.
So much seeing she's been so intoxicated.
It's usually when we come up against stuff.
Yeah.
As expected, Patricia's neighbor Keith answered the door and suspiciously seemed reluctant to let officers inside. Despite his repeated assurances that Patty was not home, officers knew something was amiss. But not even their wildest imagination could have prepared them for what they were about to witness as they walked in.
That's not your walker, is it? That's a weird walker.
No, my walker's right there.
Oh, I thought you were going for your walker.
I fell over that damn thing the other night with my shoulder.
Oh no, you need any medical attention or anything we can help you with?
No, there ain't nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag that out in the hallway and fold it up and get rid of it.
Okay. Do you mind if we just look through real quick and then we'll be out of here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna try and not get too much in your way. Well, that would make me 5. I don't know if I want to be 5 again. Oh boy, take him into custody, Rourke. Put your hands behind your back, Keith. Keith.
Hands behind your back. Relax. Relax.
I didn't do anything. I found the body. I didn't know how to go about it.
Just be quiet.
Okay.
Don't say anything.
I didn't do anything. Somebody else was here. Sometimes you don't lock her door.
Be quiet.
How am I gonna walk without my walker?
You're gonna sit right there is what you're gonna do.
I didn't do it. I didn't know how to. I don't even have my wallet. I didn't do anything. I didn't know how to go about doing it because I always get blamed for other people's crap.
Do you have anything on you that I need to be concerned with? Anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, hurt me?
No way.
Okay.
I don't even have my wallet. I don't have my glasses. Oh, can I drop that off at Paul's?
Where that's I don't think where you need to worry about dropping nothing off.
I was gonna go and pull it.
And that's fine.
I don't have my. I don't. If I got my keys around my neck.
Lanyard right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
What, you're gonna leave it open?
Partners in there.
Officers found Patty's deceased body lying open in the living room, but were unable to determine the cause of death. Regardless, they immediately took the most likely suspect into custody, Keith. He, however, did not seem bothered at all that he was living with a corpse for quite some time. But officers had no time to dwell on that, as more disturbing details came to the surface.
Hey, Sarge. I don't know if you're familiar with Keith and Patty, but Patty is on the floor with a plastic bag taped around her head, and she is clearly gone. It's like across her cheek, around to like the back of her head. I mean, I don't know if it was, but obviously some kind of asphyxiation. Oh yeah, I was not expecting this. Be like a neck injury or something along those lines if there's anything on it. Like probably in early August, maybe late July from the way it's healed over. And I found a bag in here with his name, his last name on it. I think that they both kind of live here. Like I'm not exactly sure 100% the full dynamic, but anytime that I ever deal with either of them, usually Patty calls because she gets intoxicated and can't find him, and he's just like out on the sidewalk smoking or something. And they'll go in and out of each other's apartments. I found mail and paperwork and stuff with his name on it in here. So they kind of just go back and forth. I mean, I guess they're dating, living together, you know, whatever.
It was discovered that on September the 14th, 2019, 2 years before the incident, Patty texted her mother saying she came home to her apartment door open with a tampered door lock. Entering inside, she found a box of shoes in the living room next to the sofa. In a creepier turn of events, Patty also realized that some of her underwear was missing. The text messages ended with her stating that she was being stalked by some weirdo in the building. Unfortunately, neither she nor the police were able to apprehend a suspect, but as the officer surveyed her apartment today, he began putting together bits and pieces of what must have happened.
I think, so I called dispatch because the injury to her neck is, I mean, it's healed over. If it was an attempt a while back, I was just going to see if they could pull any CAD notes. But there's like, they searched Clemens and there's a assault DV with them from last year or so, and all his stuff should be pretty prominent in there. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised to see him answer the door. I was a little surprised to see her in the state that she's in, but him being here, that didn't surprise me at all. Patty is in the living room. Appears that she has a plastic bag taped to her head. I don't know if this was a...
Yeah, I see some like leggage here. It's hard
Yeah.
to say, yeah. I didn't like a lot of domestic stuff.
I think like they both get drunk and just they'll want each other to leave their apartment, and they get into what I guess you could call a pushing match. But like I said, most of the times neither of them can walk on their own, so it's not like they get too intense. I mean, I think at least a day or two. But it kind of looks like it's healed over, like it's not scabbed up, but it's not an open sore.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that there's some level of homicide in here, so I'm not going in any further than I need to.
Yeah, well, I guess good thing I decided to ride today, huh?
First, I thought you were kidding.
No. Well, trust me, when I pulled that back, I was like, oh, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. Just the first thing that went through my head.
Like it's funny because we've had a lot of interactions with people just walking up to our cars, like, anything going on? Only troublemaker if you brought it, you know, something like that. Well, looks like you caught me. Hello. So it's been that every interaction, and then we're sitting there, and he goes, take him into custody. And I was like, oh, take him into custody. All right.
This was like this though when you guys came in?
Yep, I did step on it before I knew that there was a body with a plastic bag wrapped around its face.
I feel like that's normal for her though. He's on the floor.
Yeah, so I think those are baby wipes and an adult diaper.
Okay, well, I'm not standing with that right now.
We'll just make
Is that feces or what? That looks like feces from here. Okay. We're waiting for Sean. Both of those would be normal for in here.
As more officers arrived on the scene, surveying the deplorable conditions of the house, one officer made an unsettling discovery on the corpse. The plastic bag wrapped around her face was taped to her, which eliminated the possibility of her ending her own life. Moreover, they discovered scab marks on her throat, indicating someone had pressed a knife onto her neck without digging in all the way. After scanning the apartment the best they could for clues, officers concluded that the most effective way was to interrogate Keith. And unfortunately for officers, their gut feeling about Keith proved to be accurate.
Closure, Sergeant Betterly. Do you understand why you're here right now?
I don't really understand. I didn't do anything.
Well, we got to talk to you about everything going on at your friend's apartment there.
Right.
So that's why you're here. You're just here so we can talk to you about all that stuff that's going on, all right? How is your health overall?
My health is shot. I've got arthritis, COPD. I've had numerous breaks in my bones. I've had a concussion.
Can you blow deep into the straw, please? Blow, 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 blow. You're good. You can stop. Thank you.
What were you doing in Patty's apartment today?
I went over this morning.
Okay.
The security left at 1. My phone was dead. I should have told Meals and Wheels about it when she was there, but I guess I got scared. I hadn't seen her since Saturday. That's when we get Meals on Wheels 3 times a week. And then we got into an argument about the sausage. I didn't throw it out and I didn't eat it.
So when you went in there, what happened?
I freaked out.
Why did you freak out?
Well, she laying in the middle of the floor.
Where was she laying when you went in there?
In the middle of the living room. I covered her up with the blanket that she ate. She had a bunch of sores on her, and holes and a bunch of dots on her. Never saw anything like that before in my life.
You were found at the scene with Patty.
Yes.
With a bag around her head.
That's what puzzles me right there.
What puzzles us, too.
No, then they used my materials.
What do you mean they used your materials?
My tape.
What do you mean your tape?
My blue masking tape.
To do what?
To wrap the damn bag around her. They used my materials. I was going to fix her windowsill.
So what's peculiar to me is you go into a room. Did you know she was dead at that time?
No. I knew something was wrong. With a bag over her head.
Mm-hmm. And how did that bag get over her head?
Well, I don't know that. I didn't do it.
But at no time you called the police to say, there's a dead body in here.
My phone has 04.
Keith, it's your tape on her. It's your DNA on there. It's your DNA that's going to be on the bag.
I didn't wrap her up.
Keith, you came into the apartment. You've already told us that you covered her body up.
Yeah.
You got in an argument with her.
No, I didn't.
And it led to you strangling her.
No.
That's what happened. Keith.
We got into a little squabble on Saturday about the meat.
No matter how hard Keith tried to act innocent, there was no other suspect but him. He was found with the corpse. He didn't call the police. His materials were used in the process of ending Patty's life and whatnot. As the interrogation continued, Keith's stubbornness finally cracked.
During the argument, it became physical. Explain that part to me.
I don't know.
The vacuum was there. Did you pick up the vacuum cord at some point and wrap it around her neck?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, you guess, or yes, you did?
Apparently I did.
I know you're using a walker, but if you stood up, could you show me how you put the cord around her neck?
I just wrapped it on.
So she never fought back?
No.
Never resisted? So what happened after you strangled her and she was dead? You got...
I think it went home.
And then what happened?
I might have had a snack and I went to bed.
At what point did you cover her head with the bag?
I don't know.
Okay. Why did you cover her head with the bag?
Guess I didn't want to see her.
So she'd been dead since Tuesday morning, late morning then.
Correctly.
Finally, after 3 grueling and long hours, Keith admitted to the crime. But that was not the only depraved thing he did. And as he explained the unspeakable acts he performed on the body, the officers were left horrified. Keith admitted to pulling her pants down and using his fingers to penetrate her. In an even more disgusting turn of events, he admitted that was not the only thing he inserted inside of her.
There was a bottle in the apartment with a long cylindrical...
Oh, that was going to be my swan or a goose.
Yes, but it appeared to have possible fecal matter and or blood on it. Not in your apartment, in her apartment.
Yeah, but she's the one that pooped on the floor.
Okay. After you killed her, she pooped on the floor?
No,
Prior
before.
to? Did you penetrate her body with fingers or other foreign objects?
I think I did. Oh, why I did it.
Okay.
I'm not a violent person.
So she didn't say anything to, like, you were standing up.
Earlier in the day she did.
What'd she say?
I ate her meat or threw it out, and I didn't do either.
In the end, Keith was charged with second-degree murder and mutilation of a body. While the body was surely a terrifying discovery, it did not compare to the horrors this mother was hiding in her house behind a caring and motherly facade.
To be quite frank with you, we received a report of child neglect. Pepper spray? Yeah.
And she started 4 days before.
4 days?
She had to kill me.
It's horrible. I love you, and I don't even know you.
I love you too, because you're saving me from yourself.
On March the 13th, 2019, police in Maricopa, Arizona got a call from a young woman named Megan who filed a very disturbing report. She claimed her siblings were being abused, which prompted officers to act quickly. Arriving on the scene, officers expected the good old story of a parent snatching their child. But what they found instead was perhaps the worst case of torment inflicted upon a young human being.
Okay, and what did you want to report?
Child. I guess that sums it up the best.
Okay, is your child involved, or is it something that you know that's happening to someone else's child, or?
It's my sibling. It's my little sibling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my family.
The chilling 911 call had officers alarmed with the severity of the allegations. Deciding to dig deeper, officers met with the caller and her sister outside the station, unaware of the gruesome details they'd hear.
So it's 9 people in the home. 2 are 2 adult brothers, and 7 are foster kids. Her mom's did foster care for 14 years. She's adopted these 7 kids. And when was this video taken?
Today.
Today, okay.
Where she locks me in a room with only underwear and tank top. Doesn't give me a blanket. What kind of room is it? A closet, and it's a tile floor. No carpet, just an empty green room. How many other people sleep in there? 3.
And that room is in your house? In the house?
It's in my mom's bedroom. I guess she like got all the carpet ripped out and put in tile for it.
Is there a lock on the closet?
She doesn't let us eat for at least 2 days straight, or maybe more.
No food and no water?
No food, no water.
Do you get to go to the bathroom whenever you need?
No. Once I had to pee, and she locked me in that room because I did something, and I peed myself because she didn't let me go.
Does she like that to everyone?
Yes. That's why she gives everyone pull-ups, because she knows that they're going to pee.
White female, she's brown hair.
How about how tall?
She's probably 5'8". Yeah.
They make YouTube videos.
That's their sole income. That's
That's all of the mother's income and everything.
The 2 sisters, Jordan and Megan, showed video evidence of the horrifying abuse endured by her younger adoptive siblings. Confronting the mother seemed like the next logical step, but nothing could have prepared the officers for how heartless she truly was.
Hi, how's it going? Donnie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name's Officer Bernice. I'm with the Maricopa Police Department.
Okay.
We need to do a welfare check in this house.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Where is your mother at?
She's upstairs. You wanna go get her?
Yeah, I can go up there and get her.
Okay. Mom. Mom. She's up there.
Okay, can I go up there with you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Stand up. Sorry. What? It's a police department.
Why?
Hi,
Can I help you?
I'm Donnie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn off the light on you. What's going
You
on?
mind if I talk to you?
Yeah.
You want to take the kids downstairs?
Yeah. Oh, come on, guys.
Okay. Have a seat.
I need you to go downstairs. Is there any other kids up here?
Yeah, go
There's some in there. Okay.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Have a seat. Or whatever you want to do.
Hold on. Watch. Yeah. Hey, I need you guys to go downstairs, okay?
Okay.
Is there anybody else in this room? Come on, no, leave him alone. Come here, buddy.
I'm getting dressed.
Oh, you had a pull-up on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, accidents at night.
Okay.
Gonna pull up.
Let's go out. Okay.
Can you come here, sir? Sir? Sir?
I need you downstairs.
They'll gather them downstairs.
When the officers arrived at the family's home, they were greeted by the stunned faces of the mother and her 2 adult sons. A reaction that perfectly matched the chilling revelations waiting inside, in what could be best described as a house of horrors.
All right, here's what's going on.
Okay.
Like I told you, my name's Donnie. All right? To be quite frank with you, we received a report of child neglect. All right? So that's why we're here. Okay?
From who?
Right now, that's irrelevant. Okay? So this is what's going to happen, okay?
Just tell me what's going on.
We need to interview all of your kids separately. Okay?
Okay.
And we need to conduct a search of the residence. Now, we could do these 2 ways, okay? Legally, you're entitled to
Can
your...
we come back here? Because I don't see a warrant or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're fine. We're making sure there's nobody else in the house, okay? Constitutionally, you know, you have your rights. One of the ways that we are entitled to do this is with your consent, okay? So it means you give me your consent to go through your house and look for any evidence that might be possibly used against you, okay? The other way is that we get a search warrant and then we go through the residence with the search warrant, okay? So those are the two options, okay? I would like to speak to the kids freely with your consent. You're not gonna be there when this is going on. But again, you also have the right to say, no, you're not gonna interview my kids, okay? But right now we are doing a welfare check on the children. We're gonna talk to them, make sure they're okay. There's no bruises, anything like that, okay? So what do you think about this?
I think we're in the middle of a packing scenario, and my house is trashed because we've got stuff out of everywhere, and I don't approve of you really going through my residence at this particular point in time.
Okay.
So, however, I really approve of that. You could talk to my children. I mean, my children are all safe and...
Okay.
I want to know what the report thing was prior to this. I would like to talk to one of my daughters because she just started crying and she said she knows it was
You're not talking to any of your kids
She
right now.
said she knows it was my she knows it was my adult child who called on me, so I'm wondering why she...
I don't know. But right now you're not going to have any access to your kids.
Can I talk to the senior staff, Lieutenant?
I don't see why not, if you really want to talk to her right now.
Sure thing. I'm just asking what the complaints were.
We got a call about possible child.
But what type of child?
Physical.
Okay, from?
I can't tell you that because I didn't take the call, so I don't know who called. Okay. But I know based on the call that we need to speak to all the kids.
Sure.
Okay. Any other questions I can?
Not really. I mean, I'm just, I'm shocked.
Understandably. So what happens, Michelle, is when we get calls like this, we just don't take a person's word for it.
Thank God.
So that's why we come in and we'll want to do an actual check of the kids.
Sure.
But I don't want to call DCS on you or any other person that I don't know if this is true. I don't know you,
right?
You know?
For some reason, Michelle, the mother, grew visibly defensive and seemed more concerned about her rights being violated than the grave allegations pressed against her. The officers then began speaking with the children, only to be left utterly repulsed after hearing the inhumane conditions they were forced to live in.
Do you like living here? Yeah? You have fun here? Yeah? What happened to your head there?
I was in a fight with my brother.
You were in a fight with your brother? Yeah. What are the diapers on the floor for? You got small kids here? Yeah. Don't drink water too fast. You're gonna get hiccups. Do you not get water very often? You don't?
How do you meet over here?
We just wanted to check on you guys and just make sure everything was okay. You remember I told you that we were going to check on you every now and then, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to help. Okay? I want to make sure nothing happens to you or your brothers or your sisters. Okay? Okay? Do you understand what that means? Okay, what do you think it means?
I think to help people. Like if there's anybody bad, you come and save us from them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay? You're fine, baby. You're fine. You want to sit up? You don't have to cry. You're fine. Here we go. Here. Sit down on this bench. Huh? Here we go. Sit down on the bench. All right. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
I want to have a better family.
You want to have a better family? I'm sorry.
I know it's really hard to leave my mom, but
Yeah. Take some deep breaths, okay?
you know that spray that you use where there's like bad people and stuff?
Yeah.
P-E-P-P-E-R
Yeah.
spray?
Pepper spray? Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, baby.
Two of those bottles on me.
Okay.
She, as soon as my son said the police are here and they're coming up the stairs, she starts crying and she goes, I know who it is, I know who it is. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she goes, it's Jordan, which is one of my adult daughters.
Okay.
And she has a very big vengeance against me right now. So I cut her off. She did try to contact me and try to say, well, if I want to be a part of her life, blah, blah, blah. I had to jump through these hoops and whatnot. I basically just blocked her. I said, no, I'm fine with the way my life is. I don't need that extra stress in my life of somebody who wishes I was dead and is waiting for their inheritance. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she literally, the last time I saw her, she's like, I'm just waiting for the life insurance. She's always threatened to call DCS on me because she knows that every parent's worst nightmare is having DCS called on them. She's threatened to make up stuff in the past. She's threatened to, just do all kinds of stuff. If I looked at my children wrong, I was using them,
As the officers tried to comfort the youngest daughter, Stacy, the mother spun lies in the next room, accusing her eldest daughter of being the true problem. Michelle claims Jordan was only after her insurance money, but while Michelle was busy playing the victim, Stacy was quietly revealing the chilling truth.
Every time my brother runs away and CPS comes, he makes us lie. Just like you say good things, not saying anything.
Okay. I'm just listening, okay?
You guys saw the video that I was talking to the camera and my sister Megan was talking to me?
Yep.
It's all true. It's happened. And my room upstairs. I want the door closed.
You want this door closed?
Yeah, because I don't want them hearing.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying it.
All right, well, come on in. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but hey, whatever makes you feel safe, okay?
It's hard to leave my phone, but I have to. I don't want you telling my other siblings.
I won't.
Please.
We're not going to tell them. Can I ask them if everything's okay at home? I'm not going to tell them anything you
There's
said.
something else I want to tell you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't dinner. She won't let me have dinner. And the police tore me. And I want to let me do. And she started me 4 days before.
4 days? You haven't eaten in 4 days.
Not before.
Based on some information that we received, we are going to have contact DCF.
Okay, why?
Okay. I'm not going to release that information to you. All I can tell you is that there's going to be an investigation. So that's
I know I've ever done this spank my child. I've spanked the child. Like, what?
Is there anything in here that you want to eat right now while we're waiting? Seriously, anything. Look, you got some chips. You got... No, listen. Don't worry about that.
She's gonna smell my breath.
No, she's not. No, she's not. You are not going to talk to mom right now. Okay? Grab a bag of chips. Go ahead, grab a bag of chips. Perfect. Sit down, okay? Enjoy. Look at me. I want to help you.
I couldn't stand it.
I know, baby.
They're trying to kill me.
It's horrible.
Thing in my neck.
It's horrible, baby.
Stacy stated that she had gone hungry for 4 days and was too terrified to eat even a small bag of chips in front of her mother. A true representation of the fear Michelle had instilled in her children.
Right, just 2 days ago, she said, because I was talking to my brother, he said I was talking to him, and she said she's gonna slice my neck open.
Literally today, she got mad that I woke her up from a nap. She woke up from her nap. She said, you guys don't get dinner. I was like, it wasn't me. I didn't wake you up. Which it was, because I wanted dinner. I was hungry. And she was like, well, you don't get dinner. And I started crying about it because I was hungry. Everybody's hungry. And she's like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to take you into the bathroom and slap your mouth and make sure I cut your lip open. And I'll do it a couple more times to make sure it's nice and deep and make sure it's painful. I don't know if I still have one.
You're fine, baby.
I have
You're
bruises
fine.
all over me because of her, especially.
Okay.
I want to get out of this house.
Are you get speaking or are you gonna say it? Not say it. You get beat
When you said you get beat, what do you mean by that?
like I'll get spanked or hard.
With?
Just the hand.
Anything else?
No, not really. She takes his armpit and twists it by her nails. Her nails are humongous. And takes it and twists it and spit in their face. She literally takes a mouthful of spit and spits it in our face. I don't know what kind of mom does this to us. And then she always tells us to lie. And I don't want to live with Megan. And then mom makes up lie. You don't get anything for 4 days straight. Because you were being horrible. No food, no water. Haven't even had water once today.
Eat these chips. Eat them. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble for eating right now. Okay? I'm telling you to eat these chips. Okay?
I was like, cops don't even care me for being horrible. They still feed you. And she said on the Bible, it says do not feed kids if they're bad.
It's not true.
And take baths and only feed kids. It says that on the Bible, she said.
I love you, and I don't even know you.
I love you too, because you're saving me from this hell.
It was revealed that not only had Michelle used threats of violence to keep the kids in line, but she had also threatened to end their lives. Her vicious and manipulative tactics kept the other kids too scared to even speak.
I have leftover pizza in the oven that I was going to heat up for my children. Can they eat that?
Yeah, can the boys do it down there?
Please ask them to do that, because it just dawned on me that the older children, the older children have not eaten. They're the only ones that have not eaten. The 2 babies have eaten.
But I think she's feeding you because she's scared that you guys are going to say you haven't eaten.
That's why we just gave him all that stuff.
I know.
No, everybody knows he's not allowed to eat for a week. Mom was trying to make it. She's like, you're not eating for a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 months.
Okay. I can tell how you guys are acting with the fruit snacks and with the drinks because you guys haven't. I know that. I can see it, baby.
I was gonna lie, but I couldn't.
You don't need to lie. Okay? You don't need to lie. So DCS should be coming out, and they should be taking custody of the kids. Based on the allegations. And they'll be talking to you as well.
Maricopa Police Department, be here now, yourself now.
Hold up, Brian.
They're coming out. All right, I'm gonna go down the hallway. First door, right?
The kids were placed with Child Protective Services, and Michelle was arrested and taken to jail on multiple charges, including 7 counts of abuse. Unfortunately, she passed away before her trial even began. From children being victims to becoming the aggressors, when police found a deceased elderly lady at her residence, they didn't expect her overly cooperative son to become a potential suspect.
Can't really tell for slice marks. I can't tell if she sliced herself or something came out. Okay, we'll just, we're clear. Let's go ahead and step out.
The video surveillance cameras show you going into your mom's apartment when she was murdered. Okay.
But was she dead on the day I arrived? Or?
She was dead when you killed her.
On October the 25th, 2018, Athena Valentini, a 64-year-old nurse at California Men's Colony State Prison, failed to show up for work. Her co-workers initiated a welfare check, hoping to get in contact with the elderly lady. Officers arrived at the given address, but what they discovered at her residence was enough to scar them for life, leading to a spiraling investigation into a homicide.
Welfare check on a registered nurse that never showed up for work this morning.
Oh.
So get here. We know she only has 1 vehicle registered to her from our information.
Mm-hmm.
She's not answering the door. We spoke with a neighbor. She said the last time she saw her was 2 days ago, but she did hear her yesterday speaking Hungarian. She is Hungarian, and that's all she knows. She said that she has a regular routine. She locks the gate. She's got a small gate out front.
Okay.
Locks it with a padlock. Has a dog that she leaves out front.
Okay.
The padlock's not there. It's unsecure. There is no dog. She said that her son lives in the area. We tried contacting him. No answer.
Police department! Athena! No, it doesn't smell good. Athena! Police department! Athena! Police department! Yep. 11:44. Item 12. Code 4. 11:44. Alright, just don't touch anything, but it looks like a lot of pills. Oh, wait, no. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Can't really tell for slice marks. Sam 6, do we have a David unit available? Okay, yeah, let's finish and then I'll have you guys just stand outside. Just don't leave until I get your guys' info or something. And
No,
then,
we're not going to go anywhere.
yeah, we're not gonna touch anything. Looking at that, it's I can't tell if she sliced herself or something came out. Okay, we'll just we're clear. Let's go ahead and step out.
What was meant to be a welfare check soon morphed into a crime scene when officers found the 64-year-old nurse deceased in her bedroom. The officers informed her son, Interrogating Lazard, but his reaction left them confused, immediately ringing alarm bells in their inquisitive minds.
Hi.
Hello, are you Lazard? Or Mr. Lazard?
Yeah, Interrogating Lazard.
Okay, is Miss Valentini your mother?
Yes.
Can I step in and speak to you, please?
My girlfriend lives here, but sure.
Is it, you live here with her, though?
Yeah, she's here and a dog.
Okay, would you mind if I come in?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, thank you.
Oh, puppy.
He's on. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Doing pretty well. I was contacted this afternoon by the St. Louis Obispo County Sheriff's Department or District Attorney's Office. I don't remember which one.
Okay.
Your mother's passed away. I'm very, very sorry for that, obviously.
What happened?
I don't know. They didn't really give me any details. They just asked that we come and make a notification to you.
Okay.
And then have you get in touch with them.
Do you have a phone number?
I do. I have a phone number for you. I have it written down already. It's Casey Neal, and that's his telephone number.
And you don't have any other details?
No. Nope. He'll be able to give you any kind of details or whatever. And that's general practice. They don't really tell us a whole lot when it's, especially when it's out of state. They just ask us to come and make notification.
Okay.
So, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much for the house call, though.
Obviously, that's a very hard thing to have to deal with. So.
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke with your mom?
On Monday, and I've been calling her, and it goes straight to voicemail, and then the voicemail says it's full.
Okay.
But she's been having a tough time with her phone. I thought maybe it was a phone issue.
Okay. Sorry to have to bring bad news to you.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Strangely, Lazard showed little emotion over the news of his mother's passing and instead asked detailed questions about the incident. But it was what the investigators found after that truly shocked everyone. Detectives uncovered a suspicious number on Athena's phone, which they linked to a burner phone bought by Lazard. Surveillance footage also showed him driving toward his mother's house the day before her death. All of these incidents couldn't possibly just be coincidences, so officers took him in for interrogation.
So, I wanted to first again extend my condolences.
Thank you.
This is a very difficult thing to deal with, and I just wanted to let you know that we all wanted to extend our condolences and work very hard on this case.
Thank you.
It's very difficult losing a parent. I've lost one as well, and so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I actually lost two parents now because
Yeah.
my father passed away from a heart attack. So my biological father.
Right, you said that was before you guys came over.
So I was born in 1992, and my parents married 2 months after I was born, and he passed away in 1995 from a sudden heart attack in the middle of the night.
Oh, wow.
My mom just woke up and found him passed away. And then in 1997, we immigrated here because the Hungarian laws when it comes to like adoption and stuff is if the father passes away, then the child goes to the father's parents, so my grandparents. And my mom was scared of losing me, so we fled the country.
Oh, okay. When you came out here, did you come specifically to go to the university?
Exactly. I was admitted here for my master's in history.
Oh, okay. What's your undergrad in?
History and linguistics.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
I'm doing different things now.
How much in student debt?
About $250,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if I went through the whole PhD route.
Well, it's got to be probably that for just what you've done already, right?
No, right now I'm only about $15,000 in debt because at the time when I was here at IU, I used to teach at the women's prison up in northern Indiana, In Indiana, they have systems where they allow inmates to get their bachelor's or master's or even high school diploma. And I offered small classes up in northern Indiana. I was able to apply to different grants and scholarships because of my background. So as an immigrant, as a single mom, that sort of thing. So
Right, so you got a lot of financial aid.
right, I kind of take advantage of the system. You know, all of the tools are provided to you, but you kind of have to go out and hunt and search for it.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I've been doing, and it kind of pays off. And I just want to make it clear, you're welcome to access my phone or to come to my house or anything like that. You don't need a warrant. I can invite you in.
Okay.
I didn't make that clear on the phone, or if I did, I forgot. But I just want to kind of help in any way I can.
I appreciate that, and that's what I'm looking for, is a little bit of help here.
During the questioning, Lazard over-explained details, showing no real grief. This struck the detectives as odd, but their next discovery took their suspicions to another level. He was trying his best to appear normal, and by giving the officers the option to access his phone, it was an effort to deflect the attention from him. But as natural as he tried to act, the telltale signs were there. The cops, being observant, could see that he was tense and trying too hard to act natural.
To give you a little more information, your mom, I believe she was attacked and killed on the 24th of October.
What day is that?
That was Thursday. So let me look at the calendar.
Because I don't know the dates.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Sure. So, so it was Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. So you talked to her on Monday, right?
Yes.
And then you went to Indianapolis on Tuesday. It was the 23rd.
Correct.
Okay, so then Wednesday is when I believe she was killed.
Okay, and she texted me.
And she texted you on Thursday, on the 25th.
Yes.
At 9 p.m. Okay. And then you've been in Bloomington since then?
Yeah, or just like a nearby area. So when Monday, the day I spoke to her, I've been in like 100-mile range.
Of your house?
Yeah, of Bloomington.
Okay. Okay, well that's kind of what I need a little bit of help with, is because, and you've had your phone with you that whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. I was able to get records for all your recent people that have called your mom.
Okay.
And so your number was one of them on the 22nd.
Yeah.
So they came back with those records when I asked from AT&T.
Okay.
And so they showed your phone going to Springfield, Missouri on the 23rd, I believe. 22nd, 23rd. Can you help me explain that?
Not Missouri. I went to Mount Vernon in Missouri. But that was, I'm sorry, in Illinois.
I thought that was Illinois,
Yeah, but that's as far as I went. I didn't go to Missouri that day.
Huh.
Or that week.
Really?
Missouri was the earliest time I was in Missouri was in June.
Okay.
Of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the only phone you have?
That's the only phone I had. I had this since January of last year.
Huh.
Now
It's just strange. I mean, so basically when our phones travel, they talk to cell phone towers.
Correct.
Right. So you're a smart guy. You probably know better than me. Every time they connect to a tower, it shows the tower's location.
Yeah.
Your phone has to be within close proximity of those towers.
Right.
So the fact that your phone shows going, from your house basically to the Springfield, Missouri.
I understand. I understand.
On the 22nd, 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not in Missouri this month. Last month. June was the last month I was in Missouri.
Huh.
Late June.
The detective revealed that Lazard's phone records placed him in Missouri, though he denied ever being there. But then the detectives hit him with another critical piece of evidence.
And the other curious thing is, so on the 25th, your phone is showing up in Texas. And it tracks all the way back to your house from Texas.
I was not in Texas. Last time I was in Texas was when I moved out here.
Oh.
That was 2015 because I drove here.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I looked at your phone records, what I did was I looked at the other callers that called your mom, okay? And I found another Cincinnati, Ohio number that looks like it was traveling with your phone to your mom's house. And
I don't have another phone either.
Yeah, well, so when I looked at that, and I put the two records together.
Oh, I understand.
I have a map from your house to your mom's house.
Oh, to my mom's house.
Correct.
Okay.
With those two phones, it maps directly from your house on the 22nd to your mom's house on the 24th.
I can promise you, I was not.
Okay.
I was not in California.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me for a sec here. So,
sure.
When I looked at that,
yes,
I checked. There's other systems that we can check that they have what's called a license plate reader.
Okay.
Okay. And when a license plate gets scanned on that as you're driving down the road, it takes a picture of your car. Okay. And the picture it took in Texas and in Arizona and California is a picture of your car.
I was not in California this year. Alright, except in January.
Okay, listen to me, Linda.
I'm listening.
Okay. All those records clearly show it was your Jeep.
The detective explained how investigators traced Lazard's movements using the burner phone he had purchased a few days prior. But Lazard continued to deny any involvement, but the next piece of evidence left him even more rattled.
There's video surveillance cameras on your mom's apartment. Did you know that?
I did not.
The video surveillance cameras show you going into your mom's apartment when she was murdered. Okay, so what I'm here to do today to talk to you is about, I already know that you're the one that went there, okay? I need you to help me understand why you did this to your mom.
I didn't do anything to my mom.
Levente, it's clear to me. There's clear as day, unfortunately. We went and bought that phone at Best Buy. You're on video there, buying that phone, the Cricket wireless phone that you used during this trip. I have you on video there. I have your video on your mom's house. I have video afterwards with Athena leaving. Okay?
Casey,
you have to accept, we're past that part, okay? I know it's tough. This is something that's me hard to talk about, but...
No, there's nothing hard to talk about. It's the fact that I didn't...
Explain to me why you did.
I didn't...
Did something happen there? You know what I've looked into? Listen to me for a minute. You know what I've looked into? It sounds to me like your mom was kind of the taskmaster. And she, I know she was upset a little bit about, your choices for school, and that she would kind of push on you a little bit.
No, but she didn't even want me to go into academia. She wanted me to be a nurse, an RN.
Well, listen, I can understand growing up how you had a tough childhood, okay? And I know, you guys moved here, you lost your father.
Casey,
she has many different men.
Since I was 18, since 2010, I have been independent. I have never relied on her financially, emotionally. I mean, we've shared bonds, but that was it.
This is your house right here, where this is?
Yes.
This is your mom's house?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that pictures caught you along the route. That's your Jeep, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you're telling me about being in Indiana and never leaving and not seeing your mom in January of this year.
No, I saw her in
is
January.
Clearly, well, you were at her house on the 24th of October.
I was not in her house. Of October of this year, I was not.
Levente, do you see what I'm showing you? You want to see more? Your pictures of your Jeep was taken all along your route with you in it. Okay? The video at your mom's house show you driving by at 3:30 that afternoon, okay, in your Jeep. Okay? Understand what all this says is that you were. So for you to sit here and tell me that makes zero sense, and it doesn't look, good for you. Okay? What I'm trying to understand is, did something happen when you were there that caused a struggle with your mom?
No.
Were you just mad at her? Do you need money?
No. I don't need money.
So what happened? Tell me what happened. That's the only way we're going to understand this a little bit better.
The detective presented surveillance footage that showed Lazard walking in Athena's neighborhood. Still, he maintained his innocence, albeit he was not as confident as before. Seizing the opportunity, officers turned up the heat on him.
Do you understand that there was video surveillance all over that complex?
Okay, there was.
I watch you go in and out of the house. I watch you. Your mom actually had a video surveillance in her house because she was worried about the transients.
Okay.
Okay. I watched you do it. Okay.
What do you mean you watched me do it? I didn't do anything. Casey.
Help me explain why.
Why? Why what?
What happened that day? What happened in your life around that time that where you decided
Nothing.
I have to do this?
Nothing.
Was it a spur of the moment? So your mom, you called her that day several times, and she actually told her friends about it and left voicemails about talking to you.
Yeah.
On the 24th.
Yeah, I spoke to her.
You told me earlier that you didn't. You said on the 22nd. But you called her from the phone that you bought at Best Buy.
I didn't. I only have one phone. I only have one phone, Casey.
Did you not buy a phone at Best Buy?
No. I did not.
Do you want me to show you the video of it?
I didn't.
Do you want me to show you the video of it?
Sure.
Okay. Do you not believe I have this? Or?
Casey,
I'm just.
look. I understand you're looking for motive, but there is absolutely no reason for me to hurt my mom. Okay, this December, she was gonna. I was talking to her about meeting Hannah's parents.
Okay.
I asked my mom for her engagement ring so I can use it as a promise ring for Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing.
Did you find the ring there?
I don't have a ring. I absolutely do not have a ring. I'm not gonna hurt my mom for a little gold ring.
I know there was more to it.
Okay.
Okay.
That was it.
You have to. Why did this happen? Why did you hurt your mom? Did you understand how this technology works?
I understand.
Do you understand that?
It communicates. There's cell towers, like, let's say every 25 miles away, and every time you move from one zone to another zone, it kind of follows the cell tower, or nearby cell tower. I understand that.
Okay.
But, like, for example, I don't know why it said Texas. I haven't been to Texas since I first moved out here, which was 2015, because I drove through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You didn't buy a phone at Best Buy.
I'm saying I didn't hurt my mom. I didn't buy a cell phone
at Best Buy.
At Best Buy.
You did not.
I didn't go to California this year except in January to see, and I flew there. I didn't even drive.
Do you realize that these text messages you show me from your mom were after she was dead? They were sent after she was dead. You sent those texts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my phone.
Right. You sent those texts from your mom's phone to you because she was already dead. She couldn't.
What? No. Look. Hold on. I'm sorry. No. I didn't send those text messages.
Okay.
I don't know. Look, I finished the test. First of all, why don't you... Is there a way to see... You're accusing me of hurting my own mom.
Well, do you understand why?
Because of a map, of a phone and another phone traveling...
Videos of you at her house.
Lazard grew defensive as the detective presented more evidence. He claimed he had no motive, but investigators were not convinced. That was when Lazard finally started to break.
I don't know. I just saw a white...
Again. Here you go. Okay. What's that in that corner?
A sticker.
Right. Okay. That's your sticker, the exact place you have it on your Jeep, correct?
Okay.
What's that sticker? Exact sticker you have on your Jeep, is that correct?
I didn't see the second sticker, but... Okay.
So this is... front of your mom's house.
Okay.
On 1024, look. At 1527, which means 327.
I didn't see my mom. The next day, I didn't see...
Explain that to me then.
I don't know.
That's your Jeep.
How do you know that's my Jeep, though? Can you show me proof of me?
Yeah. Is that what you need in order to tell me what happened?
Sure, but I didn't do anything.
Did you buy the phone at Best Buy?
The Cricket?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay, why did you buy that phone?
Personal reasons.
Like what?
Personal reasons.
Can you explain that to me?
No, because it has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with my mom or...
Well, you called your mom from it.
I did.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Where's that phone now?
I threw it away.
Where did you throw it away?
In my trash.
Where?
Where I live.
Where you live?
Yes.
Okay, and what day did you throw that phone away?
Last week.
And what kind of phone was it?
Flip phone.
Flip phone?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you buy that?
At Best Buy?
What'd you pay with?
Cash.
Okay. You remember how much you spent, roughly?
$25, 30.
Okay. What's Hannah gonna tell me when I talk to her about where you were?
And I was not there.
What's she gonna say? What'd you tell Hannah?
I was in California. But I didn't go see my mom. I didn't see her. I drove by her place.
What'd you
I went to Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles to, and I could prove it to you. I could show it to you.
Okay.
To buy my.
Okay.
And I bought medicinal.
So did you stay anywhere?
No, I drove the entire time.
You just drove straight from your house to LA to your mom's
I
house.
Stopped and
then straight back to Indiana.
I stopped and slept.
Where did you stop and sleep?
In the driver's seat of the car.
Okay. Well, where did you actually stop?
Going to California, first place I stopped was Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay. And you remember where you stopped?
No, it was like a rest stop. So it was not in Albuquerque, it was nearby, off the highway, rest stop.
Okay.
How long? 3 hours? 4 hours?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the only time you stopped?
For that trip.
For that entire trip?
Then went to California, and then I went to an In-N-Out, and then I slept in the car there after eating, and then I went up to my mom's. I was going to surprise her. She wasn't there, and then I drove back.
Lazard finally admitted to buying the burner phone and being in California, but he stated it was because he wanted to buy substances and did not see his mother. However, at this point in the interrogation, lying did nothing but dig him in a deeper hole. There was already overwhelming evidence against him, and it wasn't the type that he could easily shake off.
I get it, like I lied about going to California. I understand that. Obviously, that makes me a suspect. What you didn't ask me is, and you did, but I can't give you an answer because there is literally no answers why I would do such a thing. I have no financial reasons. I never had a bad relationship with my mom. I mean, like, you have arguments with family members, but that's it. Mm-hmm. Nothing that escalates to such a point. There's really no reason. Absolutely no reason. I have no criminal record. I've never done anything bad in my life, with the exception of, like, getting detention in high school or whatever. But I don't have, and parking tickets. But that's it. So it doesn't make sense for me to go from 0 to 60 overnight.
I agree. And your childhood was not great.
No, it was great. I had a lot of good friends. It was just not great because it's not like the iconic childhood.
Okay.
Dad, mom, house, picket fence, dog, that sort of thing.
Okay.
It was not terrible. No, it was just not great because she always worried about bills.
What am I going to see on your internet browsing history?
Weird questions or weird things that Hannah and I talk about medically, about animals.
Like what?
Like she's a medical student. You know, we talk about a lot of weird things, like some of her patients. Okay, I know what you're going for. Nothing related.
Go through, your trip back from California.
Look, let's just. Okay, I understand you have evidence. If you have the videos, you have the videos. Let's just let the jury decide. Okay, let's just do that.
Let me tell you
because here's the thing, Casey. Here's the thing. Let me tell you what's going to happen here, because I already know what will. You're asking me questions about my PC, about my shoes.
Stop.
May I just 1 minute?
Okay.
You're asking questions about my PC, about my phone, about my shoes. You're gonna go to my house. That's fine. Whatever.
Right.
I already told you where the marijuana is. You're gonna talk to Hannah, that sort of thing. And you know what? She's in med school. She doesn't have to deal with this shit. So even if you, at the very end, you find out that I did not do this, right? The whole, my relationship is done with her. It's already been established at this point because you have to do your job, and I'm not blaming you. Okay, here's the code. Give me a pair of pants. I'll give you these, And then whatever happens, happens, okay? But in the end, I already know that I didn't do anything to my mom. And that'll be established eventually. If it's not, I don't know what to say. But I didn't do anything. Okay? And I don't want to waste my time and your time here. And now you're going to go through my stuff and my girlfriend's belongings and stuff? Jesus Christ, it's going to ruin her. Okay? All because, and you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Okay? But in the end, it doesn't affect you. I could move on. It's not a big deal. There's a million fish out there, but damn, man.
When Lazard realized his cover was blown and lying wasn't working, he tried a different, more manipulative approach. But the detective wasn't having any of it.
There's two things, Levente, that I know, okay? Yeah. One, it's not about who did it, okay? I know you did it. But here's what like the jury's gonna see, or Hannah's gonna see, more importantly, is you either, one, you're a cold-blooded killer who has no remorse and killed your mom, planned it, did it. Or two, something would happen there when you went to see your mom that I don't know about, that you can fill in. And that's the only thing that the jury or Hannah needs to know about you.
No, because...
You understand that?
I do.
So,
I do.
Are you a cold-blooded killer? Or did something else happen in the house?
I never...
What else happened in the house then?
I never saw...
No, that's we're past that, Levente.
Are we?
All right, we are.
How are we past that?
The only thing that's going to make sense is if you can help explain what happened in there.
I can't, because I didn't go in. I can't tell you what happened if it didn't happen, correct? I can't.
You're choosing not to because it did happen.
No, it didn't.
Levente, that's not a question for me. I have no question about that. I want to know why.
I had a very good relationship with my mom. Very good.
Up till that day. And other people told me that actually you were fairly rude to her sometimes. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to get
rude in what sense? Like she calls me 9:30 and I have to tell her I have to go, I can't talk to you. That's not rude. I never swore at my mom. I mean, I never said any bad word in front of her except maybe like you know, like not directed at her. Like I would say a bad word, but not like fuck or anything like that. I would say like, oh, that's dumb, but I was never rude to her.
Well,
okay, I don't know who's saying this.
They listened to you talking to her on several occasions, and they do say you were actually very rude and did cuss. What do you owe money to the IRS for?
Pardon?
What do you owe money to the IRS for?
When I got stipends from Paul in 2010 to 2015, the attorneys informed me that they were tax-free, but they were not. I'm not going to use my fingerprints on there and start comparing.
What other information is there on your cell phone that we have that's going to be helpful to explain anything?
Nothing. Nothing that I can think of. You've already made a stance of where you are with this whole thing. That I'm a cold-blooded killer, or you're trying to narrow down like why I did this. But I didn't do any of those things. I did not hurt my mom. I'm not a killer. I've never done anything like that before, ever. Okay? Nothing. And you know what? I'm not going to start dragging other people into this. I'm not.
Lazard thought he had the upper hand by hiding behind the supposed lack of motive. However, when the detective revealed the potential motive, his facade crumbled.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that. Because it's this. No, it's not this. I don't have that. I just have the property titles.
That's at your house.
I only have the property titles.
You're saying
I don't have any will or testament. I don't have that.
That's at your house.
I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. I'm telling you right now, I don't have it.
They told me they just found this in your
I don't have that. I really do not have that. I only have property titles. Are you ever going to show me that picture or that video of me walking into my mom's house?
Is that what it would take for you to tell me the truth?
I'm curious because
would you tell me the truth if I showed you
that?
Well,
you've mentioned...
Would you tell me the truth?
You've mentioned a lot of evidence, but you've never shown me anything except the Google,
Would you tell me the truth if I showed it to you? I mean, is that what it takes?
Is this a psychiatry thing going back and forth with questions? I'm asking you, are you ever going to show it? It's either yes or no. It's not a question back. That's what I'm asking.
What if I showed it to you?
The same thing.
What would you say?
You just showed...
What would you say?
Well, gotta see it? I don't know. I have to.
Why would you have to see it? You know.
Because no, I don't. Because you're telling me this. You're telling me you have so much evidence of this and that, but you haven't shown me anything except the the map and the cell phone. I didn't go to my mom's house. Prove it to me. Just please prove it to me. Because
and then what?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What do you mean?
Then you would tell me what happened.
This is a psychology thing.
It's not.
Or this is like a psychology meet where you ask one question and then a psychiatrist or psychologist ask a question back, and it just goes question. Nothing gets done.
Let me go see if your phone's done.
I'm just asking. Look, Casey, I can't give you what you want if I don't have it.
You don't have it. You just choosing not to tell me. This is a choice you've made. Okay, the choice you made to kill your mother.
No, I didn't.
The choice you're making to come up with these bizarre stories that make zero sense.
Wait, but how are they bizarre? Did your team at least found the weed?
See, and that the things you focus on,
yes,
are just silly.
Okay, they're silly. But was she dead on the day I arrived, or
she was dead when you killed her?
I didn't kill her.
You did.
I didn't kill her.
Caleb,
Yes.
So, unless there's anything further that you want to talk to me about and be honest about, I think we're done. Is there anything you want to tell me? Now's your opportunity.
No, I have nothing else to say.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and stand up and take your jacket off for me? I'm placing an arrest for the murder of your mother.
Lazard was arrested, and a search of his home revealed shocking evidence. His search history included details about Athena's case before her body was even discovered. Investigators also found that he was drowning in debt. It was later discovered that Lazard was allegedly motivated by money, wanting to sell off his mother's estate to cover costs for his upcoming wedding, as well as to pay off tax debts and student loans. A year later, Lazard was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. These officers were surely smart, and so was this sheriff's deputy who followed his instincts and uncovered a whopping 114 pounds of substances during a traffic stop.
Do you have anything as far as illegal drugs in the vehicle? When I say illegal drugs, I mean like... Yeah, you can see it. It's super heavy. You can see the packaging in there. It's going to be probably more meth.
On July the 3rd, 2024 in Arizona, a sheriff's deputy initiated a traffic stop when a vehicle was dangerously tailing a semi-truck. It was supposed to be another routine traffic stop. However, halfway through the process, the officer had a sinking feeling about the vehicle. He would soon get the surprise of their life when further investigation unveiled what was actually hidden in the car.
Roll the back window though. How you doing, Deputy Officer? Navajo County Sheriff's Office. The reason for the stop is going to be your following distance, okay? You're too close to that truck in front of you, all right? You need 3 to 5 seconds. I had you about 1, okay? Just more time, dude. No ticket, just a warning. You got your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Yes, yeah. ¿Hablas inglés o no?
Yeah.
Sí. Oh. Do you have any identification on you, sir?
Yeah.
Can I see that too? Yeah.
All right. It was sleeping. This is my driver's license, sir.
Appreciate it.
And the registration should be over here. sorry for that.
No, you're good, man. Just because the thing is, it takes you about 1.8 seconds for your brain to tell your foot you need to hit the brakes. So if like that car hits its brakes, you're not even gonna have enough time to tell your foot, hey man, I gotta hit the brake. You know what I mean? Then you're in the back of it.
It was like the truck too.
Yeah, it was that semi. Okay, so when you passed me, you were even closer. By the time I caught up to you, you backed off a little bit, but you were still like less than 2 seconds. Okay, so we just gotta make sure we're keeping that distance. All right, I'm gonna have you step out. We'll go back and work on a warning. Having said that, do you guys have any weapons on you? Pistols, rifles, something? Okay. All right, man, come with me. You say you don't got any weapons on you? Can I check your waistband? Just make sure. Okay. All right.
What's the name of the canine?
Kilo.
Kilo.
Yeah.
I love. Is it Pastor Element or?
Sorry.
What's the name of the race of canines?
He's a Czech Shepherd.
Czech Shepherd.
Yeah.
In Spanish, we call it like Pastor Alemán.
Oh, okay.
Shepherd.
Gotcha. All right, man. One thing I do need to do is check the VIN number on the car. Make sure it matches what I've got here on your paperwork.
Is it like on the front?
Yeah, it's on the front and it's also on the driver door.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go check that out real quick. I just gotta write it down here. If you just want to hang out here, I'll be back with you in a second. Okay.
The moment the officer approached the vehicle, his instincts kicked in, and he could tell something was off. He started with a few questions for the driver before turning his attention to the passenger, and that was when things started to take an unsettling turn.
Hey, my man. Where are you guys headed to?
I'm going right here to Chicago.
Chicago? Okay, how many days are you going to be there?
Like 3 days.
Oh, okay. And what are you guys doing out there?
We're going to the fireworks.
Fireworks in Chicago? Yeah. In Illinois? In Chicago, Illinois?
Chicago, Illinois?
Yeah, is that what you're saying? Like Chicago, the city?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah.
And who's that?
He's my friend.
Okay. What's his name?
Alfredo Garcia.
Alfredo Garcia?
Yeah.
Okay. And whose vehicle is this?
I don't know. His friend.
Oh, okay. And you said you're going to be in Chicago for how many days?
Like 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so I got to check the VIN number, identification on it. So I'm going to open the door. When you see me open the door, that's what I'm doing, okay?
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
Plumber.
Plumber?
Plumber.
Oh, plumber. Gotcha. Can you slow roll me a second? I'll go for it. All right, my man.
First warning, sir.
Yeah. So I do have some additional questions for you. Do you see your last name? In addition to traffic control, another thing I do is criminal interdiction, to stoppage of illegal crimes going on the roadways.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Don't take them personal. I ask almost everyone I come in contact with these questions. Okay.
No problem.
Is there anything illegal in the vehicle?
No, sir.
When I say illegal, I mean like large sums of cash in excess of $10,000. Anything for the 2,000?
Yeah,
okay. Is there any illegal drugs in the vehicle?
No, sir.
When I say illegal drugs, I mean like methamphetamine. Keep in mind, dude, in Arizona, you can have up to an ounce.
I know. I was like smoker. I went to like a AA program.
AA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing like for a year.
Oh, okay, but you don't use any.
No.
Because you can have up to an ounce legally, bro.
I don't smoke.
Okay. Okay. So having said that, would you give me your voluntary consent for me to search the vehicle?
I don't know, sir.
It's up to you, man. It's a yes or no question.
No.
Okay. No worries, dude. You're allowed to say no. I do have a question for you, okay? Why are your story and his story totally different?
I don't know.
Like, he's saying you guys are going somewhere totally different.
Well, we're stopping at Albuquerque. We're trying to get the car.
And then you're going where?
We're trying to make something for 4th of July. But we don't know where.
Gotcha. So, again, your guys' stories aren't even close, bro. So is there a reason for that? Because I'm just letting you know, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And criminal interdiction, when I see 2 different stories, like, you're extremely nervous, bro, okay?
This is the first time, like, getting...
Right, but you're getting a warning, you know what I mean? And I've been nice to you, right? Like, I haven't been abrasive or anything, right?
Good call.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. But the thing is, when I...
accent to it.
I don't care about any of that, man. the thing is, but when I see stuff like that, it typically means that something criminal is happening. Okay.
No.
So, do you want to tell me what it is, or?
No, nothing about that. So.
You're not doing anything about it? Okay. All right.
After talking to both occupants, the officer quickly figured out that their stories didn't match. Not only were they nervous and jittery, but the driver outright refused to let the officer search the car, setting off even more alarms on what exactly they might have hidden in the vehicle.
So, I'm going to have you step out, okay? He has refused consent, which is fine. I'm going to walk my dog around the car. If he alerts, we'll go from there. If he doesn't, you guys will be on your way, okay? So go ahead and step out for me. And just make sure, you said you don't have any weapons on you, right? Can I check just to make sure? You're perfectly okay to say no to a consent search, bro. What I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize my canine. He's going to walk around the car. If he alerts, we'll go from there. If he doesn't alert, you guys will be on your way, okay? So you're still getting a warning, no ticket or anything like that, all right? Zustan. Okay, man. So, my canine did indicate a positive alert, okay? He alerts to 5 odors: cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana. Having said that, is there any of that in the vehicle? You said you smoked marijuana last night? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, he alerted to the passenger side of the vehicle. That may be what it is, but he doesn't speak English, so he can't tell me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, hang out with him. A positive alert doesn't give us probable cause to search a vehicle. So I'm going to be searching it. Having said that, you guys said there's nothing in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hang tight. 431, beginning PC search of vehicle.
The officer decided to trust his gut and brought his canine to sweep the vehicle. While nothing turned up at first, the officer remained undeterred until he checked the trunk and was immediately taken aback.
All right, my man. 10:15. Correct. You're under arrest. Okay. You understand? You're under arrest, all right?
Put them both in my car?
Yeah, so... lean up against the car for a second. Senor, lean up against the car. Put him right here for a second. I need to talk to you back here. box right here. We're gonna get a car. Put your body cam somewhere where it can record the top. Like just put it in the back somewhere. Yeah, I can. Alright. I'm gonna read you guys something, right? 431. 2-10-15. You can change dates to the call to drugs. They'll be under arrest for drug trafficking. Could you contact King 430 and Sam 430, notify them of what's going on? Alright guys, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning upon your request. You can decide to exercise these rights at any time and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of the rights I've just read to you? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, man. So I just found a substantial amount of drugs in your vehicle, okay? So you guys are both under arrest for drug trafficking.
The officer searched the trunk and found 2 massive bags sitting ominously. When he unzipped them, he uncovered a massive stash of substances. Both men were arrested on the spot and searched, but the real shocker came after.
This is your money? Alright. You want to put him back in your car first? Oh man. Was it 2,000 to drive it to Albuquerque?
Yes, it was.
To drive the vehicle with the drugs?
It was like for. I actually wanted to buy the car.
Just be honest with me, man.
I'm being honest.
Like I told you in there, I knew what was going on.
I'm being honest. In that car, I do.
You do want to buy a car?
I do buy cars and sell cars.
But was it $2,000 for transporting the car to Albuquerque?
No, it was. I can show you like my AA account. I buy cars and everything.
Okay. But the thing is, you said you're going to buy a car tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July. No one's going to be open.
I was trying to buy that car.
Okay.
I like buy now.
So what I can see in there, you got a substantial amount of methamphetamine. I'm sure we're going to find more of it. Okay. Were you getting paid to drive that? I mean, I found it already, bro.
I know.
So,
like, if I'm being honest with you, sir.
Yeah.
You treat me right. You already read my rights.
Right.
So I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk? That's fine, man.
Yeah.
That's all right, dude. Don't worry about it. You don't have to talk. Go ahead. You're gonna hop back in the car with him, okay?
The officer found over $2,000 in cash on the 2 suspects, but when questioned, they refused to talk. Fueled by curiosity, the officer took a closer look at the car and realized that the bags were not the only place the substances were stashed away.
Yeah, you can see it. There's meth. It's super heavy. Hey, it's fully loaded, bro. It's got the natural void of the back left side of the top. I can feel the weight of the rear door. It's all meth. Keo nailed it. How heavy are these doors? Oh, this won't roll down, bro. Yeah, it's loaded. It's loaded. It's loaded. So, easy way to check these. One, you try to roll it down, it wouldn't roll down. It crunched. Yeah, so, I mean.
Documented you heard an audible crunch?
Yeah. So if you look, you can pop these tubes right here, and you can look in, and right there.
Oh, it's just right there.
See it?
Yeah.
That's a quick way to, because a lot of people will wedge the door, which is fine, but a quick way to just visually clear it, pop that off, flash a light in there, you can see the entire void of the door. If it's empty, you won't see anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's loaded, you'll see that.
The officer's suspicions were confirmed when he inspected the rear doors and found them unusually heavy. Upon further digging, he discovered more substances carefully hidden inside the doors.
I'm gonna go check the other door. If I had to guess, it's gonna be the same thing. Yep, loaded. The whole car's loaded. These are super heavy too. They're going to be loaded. Hey, both back doors so far are loaded. The rearmost door is loaded. Based on the weight of the front doors, they're going to be loaded too, probably.
Yeah.
They're super heavy. This is just a rolling trap, dude. So, I mean, it's going to be probably over 100. It all appears to be meth so far. Driver lawyered up. He has $2K in cash on him. He's out of Tucson. Passengers out of Nogales. Driver lawyered up. Post Miranda. I haven't talked to the passenger yet, but passengers out of Nogales. Drivers out of Tucson by way of Mexico City. It's loaded to the gills, bro. The roof, maybe. Because they'll trap out the roofs. One good way to check that. Hold this. Is if you look right up here. Yep. See this cut seam? It shouldn't be there. It should be all one piece. You know what I mean? So
kind of like how this rolls over. It should roll over.
It should just roll over, right? But if they cut it off, you're gonna see that line.
Okay.
So we're gonna be checking the roof. Like, it may be loaded, may not.
In total, 114 pounds of substances were recovered. Both suspects were charged with transportation for the sale of substances and possession of substances. Speaking of hiding disturbing items, this crazy man did not expect officers to dig up the woods to find out what he had hidden beneath the soil.
He's a bad person.
In what way?
Every way, I have no opinion.
It's just that all she remembers is looking down the barrel of it. I heard the safety on this gun click off, and that's when I shot mine.
Let me see that. That's something. Oh, it appears to be a skull cap.
Would that be accurate or no?
Yes.
It all started on July the 25th, 2020, when sheriff's deputies in Hocking County, Ohio, responded to reports of gunshots in a residential neighborhood. Upon arrival, they encountered 18-year-old Melody Dixon and her 40-year-old father, Michael, and begun questioning them. But little did they realize they were about to stumble upon the most shocking case of their careers.
How we doing?
All right.
We shot gun. 40.
That's down the road.
Well, she said you got horseshoe.
I shot it.
Shooting a 22.
What'd you shoot in it? What kind of ammo?
Hold on.
Okay. That'd be terrific. Was you shooting anything else?
That and the 22.
Okay. We had
I only shot that once, and I can show you where it hit the tree.
Okay.
Because I know they go far. It's like shooting a rifle, the new ones.
Well, it's no big deal. We had somebody that fired a gun and it struck a windshield. Nobody got hurt or anything like that.
The officers issued a warning and left, unaware that just hours later they would return to the same location for a much more serious incident, one involving a missing person and concealed truths.
This is my dad's property, Jim Whitaker.
Okay.
We haven't been able to communicate with him for 20-some days. He's not in his house. I think something's happened to him. There's other people in here when we got here. They left about as soon as we got here. They didn't give us no answers on where he was.
The thing is, I know my son.
He's never done this. 56 years old. He's never just disappeared.
Right.
Jim was reported as missing by his family, but strangely enough, Michael and Melody had also vanished without any trace soon after the officers had questioned them earlier. Jim's family also provided information on Michael's strange behavior.
He had a 50-pound bag of dog food in one hand, a live dog, a chainsaw, and reached over and grabbed 5 arrows off of that thing that's out there and a pair of gloves.
Mike came out. We were fiddling with something in the garage. Mike was fixing something and I was sitting there fiddling with it. He came in the house and then he come back out and he's like, I just found this in Melody's stuff. And it sounded like an odd professional love to Mike's and his daughter, that girl Melody / knows.
Yeah.
But,
very weird.
It was signed Jimbo. I didn't think Jimmy ever signed his name Jimbo,
A quick search of Mike's property revealed some very important clues for the whole case.
It smells like feet.
I think my smell quit. What? So I think I quit smelling a while ago. No blondies. I did. The camo bag? No, blood. I saw the camo bag I flipped.
You can have the light on.
Like blood.
Right there. See the glove?
I was looking at that bag right there.
Right here, you see this? There's 3 big,
looks bloodish.
There's 4 actually.
A quick search of the property and outside didn't reveal much, but later on they found Mike at his parents' house. Upon locating Mike, they talked to him and his family and were immediately alert to some really strange behavior from them.
Mike, there's a careful guy who's got a warrant for that. You need to take that there. Okay? Let's take a couple hits off that cigarette.
Or you just can't hang it in your mouth, keep smoking it if you want. That'll help you out. Is your dad here? Or? Okay. Is there anybody else here or just your dad?
Dad, my daughter. You want to talk to me about what's been going on at Jim's house?
They say that his daughter come down a few days ago and said that I had to get out of the house. He's been gone, I think, since the 5th. And his daughter come saying, oh, I was getting rid of this stuff. I didn't get rid of nothing. He was like a dad to me.
So what do you think has happened to Jim?
I'm hoping nothing. I'm hoping he just took off, but I don't know why.
The officer then turned their attention towards 18-year-old Melody.
James, say where he was going or anything?
No. He didn't really say where he was going. He was just...
What happened to some of his stuff?
What do you mean?
Like his guns, his TV set, all that.
Well, the gun was been missing, and I don't know about the TV.
Do you think that something's happened to Jim?
I think he just took off because that's what he's been talking about for a while.
Where would he go?
Well, he told me and Dad, he was like, I'm just gonna not be here when you move, and you guys can keep this place because my family don't give a goddamn about me or whatever, so.
You think something's happened to him?
I don't really know. This last time I've seen him was 4th, 5th.
Did you and Jim have a relationship? No?
He wanted one.
You wanted one?
And then when I told him no, he went berserk, and that's what that letter was about.
The police quickly traced all of Jim's stolen items, including a gun and a TV that Mike had sold. While interrogating one of the buyers, Tommy, they uncovered intriguing details about Jim and Mike's relationship.
Cause see, Michael beat the shit out of that old man a bunch. Like, yeah, they got to fight a lot, man. That old man would get high on meth, cause that old man was a meth head. And he'd get high on meth and stuff, and him and Michael would get into it, hot and heavy. I mean, he blacked Michael's eyes, and Michael blacked his eyes, too. I mean, it was like they was 2 fighting married couple. I swear to God, that's what you thought. He had said that he had caught his daughter and him in bed. I asked him. I saw my kids asked him right now, right in my living room 2 days before you guys arrested him. I asked him if he did it. And here's his exact reaction when I asked him. He was like, no, man, I didn't do it like that. Like, eating, like, how you put that? You know when somebody's being sarcastic? Like, you know, like you can see in their voice and hear that, he knows more than what he was saying.
Mentioned that he was going to kill Jimmy, I don't know how many times.
So, several times.
And this was even before Melody showed up down here. Because they get in fights, and they throw shit at each other. They get in fights, and the next thing you hear is a couple gunshots, and you have to wonder, okay, did somebody shoot somebody this time, really, for real?
Meanwhile, Mike was taken to the detective's office, where he was questioned about Jim's whereabouts, which was now more mysterious than ever.
I guess what makes it look strange for you, Mike, is that you guys continued to live there and never let anybody know that Jim was missing. I mean, why not call the sheriff's office and say, hey, this guy's left, the TV's missing, his gun's missing, and I haven't seen him for a few days. Even though I understand Jim's an adult, but why didn't you go and call us?
I don't know, I should have when I was going to. I asked a few people and they said, oh no, Jim might be doing something he don't want the cops to know about. I should have called you.
Soon, they brought in Melody for questioning as well.
Yeah.
Melody, I'd like to
go down, I'd like to take you down to Louisville and talk with you about your dad. Okay? You okay to go?
You're not under arrest.
You're not under arrest or anything like that. We want to go down and just have a conversation with you in a nice private area. What I would like for you to do is talk with us about the incident that occurred with Mr. Whitaker, about what your dad has told us. Are you willing to talk to us?
Do you actually have a recording of him saying that?
Sure do.
Could you show me like a recording first and then send it to a
I don't have the video with me.
So I basically have to go out on one right now.
Well,
I don't know if what you're telling me is correct or not.
wouldn't you want the family to have closure? Do you think that James deserves to be laying out?
Not good people, in my opinion.
Pardon?
They're not good people, so why would I want them? They're not good people. None of them are.
So you don't care about James?
No, I don't say. Well, he's a bad person.
In what way?
Every way, I don't know.
In every way, in what way would that be?
Dad was just
Why do you say James is a bad person?
yeah, because we got him from the house and told Dad he had to leave, but I wasn't having to leave. He was screaming. I tried to see the F out, well, I had an instruction, like really bad, so I went to the line of the steps, so I went to the restroom and grabbed him. And I was like, what the heck? And he just screamed to Dad, so he like get that out, and once he go, I was like, well, let me leave, and then I took a pull away from him.
Why didn't he want you to leave with your dad? So you guys were arguing. I need to hear this, okay? So he has a hold of your wrist?
Yeah, her arm was just like before me and then she got me over. And I wasn't thinking, I just went to the back. And then he went out my throat.
He grabbed you by your throat?
And that's when I looked over and saw him.
The police, armed with this piece of information, took Mike to the property to show them what had happened. But what they would realize later on was that Melody had not told them the entire story and had left out some chilling details.
I told him I was going down the stairs to get my gun, and I went and got my gun.
Come up?
Yep. And that's when Melody was coming out of the thing. I could hear them scuffling a little bit.
What were they saying anything to each other?
No, I just heard her kind of like yelling, and supposedly she grabbed like his gun. She said all she remembered is looking down the barrel of it. I heard the safety on this gun click off, and that's when I shot mine.
So Gene saw that your dad was pointing a gun at him?
Maybe not enough reaction time.
He didn't have enough reaction time to do anything? Is that what you're saying?
I was like, not close, not going away.
A couple feet away?
I wasn't close enough that I freaking felt the bullet go by.
I'm right here where I'm standing.
Okay.
And if he would be come forward towards me a little bit, no, that way just float right there. And if you would have turned like, if you would have been going to look like, yep, right like that. Right there.
Right there?
Yep, now right just like that, exactly.
And where did you hit him in his body?
Right there where he's pointing towards his eye.
He wasn't doing it because he's an evil person or whatever.
I understand. He's just trying to protect you.
And I don't think he should get like maximum punishment or whatever, like everyone else is. You know, it's basically, it was my fault that it started him.
No, it's not your fault. I wouldn't say that.
Because if I wouldn't have walked those steps, that wouldn't have shown.
Mike continued to recreate the scene for the officers by moving the refrigerator back to its original position and showed them exactly how the events unfolded on that fateful day.
Where was the gun?
About where my feet are.
Which way was the gun?
Pointing the barrel towards that.
Who's that?
This was it. Say, this is the barrel like that. It was right there.
Was it laying on him?
Right there.
So where's the butt of the gun? That's the butt of the gun.
I took when I come up here and I took my hand over that way.
Kicked it out, and then what?
And then I reached down and like I told him to see if he had any pulse.
Okay.
What kind of clothes did you have on at the time?
My graduation dress.
Graduation dress? What color?
White.
What did you do with it?
Pretty sure my dad burned it. Because it had stuff on it.
Is your family like Frank, or is he married? Are they supporting you? I mean, are they being nice to you at least?
Me and my grandpa.
Your grandpa?
Frank.
Frank? Okay, that's your grandpa. Okay. Have you tried to talk to him about it so that they understand what you're going through?
I mean, now I don't really talk to my grandpa. But the other ones, you can't really trust them.
As the investigations unfolded, to understand the motives of the father and daughter if they were the killers, the police returned to Mike's stepfather Frank's house to question him and his family.
I want you to understand something. I've already talked to Mike. I've already talked to Melody. They both indicated to me that they talked to you and told you of the involvement of James' death, or Jimmy, if that's what you want to call him.
When did he tell you this, and how did he tell you this? Was it right after it occurred, or a day or two afterwards?
So when they come here, I thought he shot at him. I didn't know.
You just said he shot him.
Shot at. That's all. That's the way it was phrased to me.
Okay, and he didn't say, "I killed him."
No.
He didn't say,
No.
"I buried him. I get rid of the body."
No.
Anything like that.
No. But that's when I would have gotten a hold of somebody and found out what was going on, because I knew Jimmy years ago.
Did he try to bring a weapon here?
No.
Any kind of gun at all? Handgun, long gun?
Not that I've seen.
Essentially, there's only one question that I really need to ask you.
Gun.
Correct. Where is that gun at?
Get it out of my trunk.
It's in your trunk?
Yes, sir.
You know, the question is Michael brought you the gun.
I bought the gun from my brother before any of this ever happened. He kept asking me to borrow it. He wanted to go hunting with it. And then he showed back up with it that morning. I didn't know yet. He just showed up with it. Here's your gun back.
But nobody had been able to locate Jim's body yet. But as things unfolded, the cops would come to realize that Jim faced a more disturbing fate than they could have ever imagined.
What happened then with James' body?
I wasn't part of that. My dad made me go downstairs and go to bed.
So he told you to go downstairs?
Well, he and walked me up downstairs, and because I was like shocked. Then he started screaming my name, but I wouldn't move. And that's when he grabbed me and brought me downstairs and like helped me in bed and told me to like stay down here for a little while, and I fell asleep.
Slid his head over this way. I put the sled right here beside him, took him, rolled him over, got a hold of the sled, put it here and rolled him over onto it, and rolled him out the door.
So when you woke up, was all the blood and everything cleaned up? It was already gone?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't know where any of that stuff went to?
He said he burned it.
Did you ask him, or did he just tell you?
Well, he told me the night before I was going to go take care of everything and burn it.
You never actually witnessed how the body was dragged out of the home, how it was removed or anything
No,
like
because he
that?
didn't want me to know.
He didn't want you to watch?
He knew once he pulled the trigger that he did that, and he shouldn't have done it.
Melody was placed under arrest for obstruction of justice since she had lied about not knowing anything about what had happened. She was then taken to the crime scene and questioned further, where more disturbing details came through.
Had there been anything going on between you and Jimmy?
No. No.
I need to know. Nothing.
No, he wanted something, but I told him no, and he got mad about it, and I told
When was that?
basically the entire time I've been here.
So the entire time,
He's like,
he'd been hitting on you, wanting you to do things with him,
yeah.
and you never did.
Mm-hmm.
What about anything between you and your dad? Nothing at all?
No.
Apparently, the reason for this line of questioning had come up earlier in the investigation when it was revealed that Melody had been asked to stay away from her father when she was put in foster care, since both she and her father shared an intimate relationship, which was confirmed by both friends and family.
Whenever we lived out with his mom and dad, I walked in the trailer and Melody and him was under the blanket, but maybe.
But you said that happened out at Breaking Denise's house? Was that like a long time ago? Or like...
No, it wasn't. It hasn't even been a year yet. This September's going to be a year. They would always hold hands and all this shit. And he tried to hold my hand. He was like, "Come on, baby girl, you can hold my hand." I said, "No, do you want me to beat the f out of you?" That's just nasty. I'm not like 2 years old. I'm actually glad he's in jail. He needs to die in jail.
While this chilling detail came to light, investigators still were in search for Jim's remains, and for some reason, both father and daughter were doing very little to help the cops find it, until now.
So, which way did you drag him down into here? You drag him right through here? And then show me where you laid the body.
Watch your feet in that stuff, buddy. About right here.
His head was about right there? And the feet were down that way, and his head is about where your feet are? Okay. And you say you burnt him 10 to 15 hours? Yes. And you were, the whole time you were using wood, sticks, accelerant?
Was really not the only time I used any accelerants when I first started it.
Like, how much stuff was piled on top of him, on top of the body?
Probably a foot or two.
A what?
Foot or
two.
So you got a foot or two on top of him. You light him. You throw tires on after it's going. And wood. And you just kept throwing that stuff on there?
For a little bit, not all that long. Then once I got it going, I went in the house.
Okay. Did you stir it around? Like, I mean, fluff him up, let's say, like you'd fluff a fire up?
Once.
You did? Did you see his body then when you fluffed it? Okay.
Did you come out and make sure that he was gone? You didn't look at it to see if there's anything left?
No.
The cops also arrested Mike's family members, Frank and Denise, for obstruction of justice. Later on, more sickening details would come to light, as Melody's cellmate revealed to the officers that Melody had confessed to her that she used to be intimate with Jim as well for monetary benefits. This would perhaps explain the motive of the murder in a twisted love triangle. On further questioning, the truth came out.
Looks like there's contact between you and your father. Would that be accurate or not?
Yes.
How long had you had a relationship with Michael?
When the first thing that happened was when I got taken out of mom's custody.
In 2021, Michael Dixon was sentenced to life in prison for murder, tampering of evidence, and engaging in illegal acts. Melody was charged with obstruction of justice and tampering with evidence and was sentenced to 9 years in prison. While the woods can be a haunting place, finding dismembered body parts in plastic bags was definitely an experience for officers.
Yep, it is.
Is that an arm?
Yes, it's the right arm.
I wanted a platform. And because I wasn't getting a platform.
On December the 26th, 2020, two Yavapai County sheriffs ventured into the woods to meet with two hunters who had contacted authorities after they had encountered something very unsettling.
This right here? This is crazy. Is it in a bag or what is it?
No, it's laying right there.
Okay.
So look, we're just gonna walk along this fence line, just to this tree.
Okay.
It's right below.
Did you touch anything?
Oh, hell no.
How close did you get to it?
Probably 8 or 9 feet.
Okay. So stop wherever you stopped before, okay?
Truck right here.
Okay.
I backed the truck. I broke a couple of branches because I'm trying to get to that dead one. That's down like that.
Right.
And that's it right over there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, it is. You got crime scene tape?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Let's go back to the car, you guys.
The officer immediately confirmed it was a severed limb and moved fast to secure the area and informed forensics as well.
You got crime scene tape?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Let's go back to the car, you guys. Stay there. He's going to get a witness statement from you. All right.
Were the fingernails polished? Did it look like a female's hand?
I didn't look that close. We're not going to get too close right now. I'm just going to get Mike and CI started. You need to call out CI.
10-4. So it is confirmed?
In my opinion, yes. It's, I don't know if it's male or female or what, but it's definitely confirmed.
For how much?
We got about 10 feet away from it because we don't want to disturb any footprints or anything, and we're going to be putting up crime scene tape. I believe it's a leg.
But as they were inspecting the arm, they noticed something very strange about it, which would actually turn out to be an important clue later on.
There's like toilet paper on that arm.
Yeah,
too. Did you only see an arm or did you see something else? Just that one? Okay. All right.
Then I told him about seeing a string of toilet paper on the road.
Okay.
More information came to light as they began taking statements of the callers who described an earlier incident which seemed strange to them.
There was somebody that was heading up here when we were up here, and it's like he stopped because he saw our truck and then he backed out slowly.
And I walked down here to see if I could see what car it was because it sounded like it was still idling right here.
Yeah, it stopped.
But I didn't see it.
It was weird. You know, and I thought it was odd, but there is a lot of prints around.
So you guys have been up here twice now?
He has.
I've been up here twice now.
The way this works is I need all your most current information here, okay?
While securing the area, one of the deputies shared a theory about the arm. But despite this, everything still seemed very confusing, and it was difficult to determine if someone had kept the bones or some animal had probably made a meal of someone. However, predators are not usually known to leave weird body parts scattered all around without eating them.
Somebody that was camping and the bear got him. Is there our bear up here?
The bear wouldn't leave the arm and then take the other arm.
If it was full, it might.
It would come back.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Is there anything back in there? He said there was more toilet paper this way, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. There's toilet paper on the arm. That's freaking weird.
All right, here, I'll go put it by the arm.
No, this is about... That's
Close
as far as we're going. Right there's that blue thing.
Does it look like it got bitten off? Like it was chewed on or anything?
It's chewed on, right? Well, he says fresh. Now that I'm closer, definitely not fresh. Because now I can actually really kind of see the hand.
Yeah, it's weird that there's toilet paper on it. And especially on the back end right there where you see that dryer sheet or whatever that is back there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody tried to cover it up or wrap it. Looks like a dryer sheet.
Oh, that part back there.
Yeah, the part right there in the back of the arm.
Looks like the stuff some other dryer sheets are made out of, but like on a roll. And there's more of it over there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just go this way.
Now that I've looked at it, it is old, but it's still got skin on it.
And it's weird, like they try to wrap the back of it with like some kind of
dryer sheet or fabric. And the fingers are all purple. I got pictures too. I can't get. Is that
an arm?
Yes, it's the right arm. He backed his truck right up in here, and he was getting ready to cut this tree, and they saw that, and they got out of here. So they saw something else back in here, but I'm not going back in there to mess anything up.
But this was not all they had in store, because the very next day, the deputies received another call from two other hunters who found something very disturbing.
Down in there?
Yeah, the heads are up here. It looked as lazy as whoever this was. I think they kind of threw some dirt and rocks and over in the ditch here.
That's kind of where we had stopped and ate lunch. And I crossed this, and I thought, it's just somebody dumping trash because there's everywhere.
Right.
But then I walked across this
up the hill right here. And that, and that.
They had discovered 2 severed heads. At this point, these were all indications that no animal could have done this and that the cops might have a serial killer on the loose.
And whatever else we haven't seen, that's what we found.
Okay.
All right. But with the coyotes and all that, who knows what could have been here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a call into Scott Poppenberger right now just to let their carnivore attack team know, just in case this being out here has put something in the air to call them out and caused any issues. So may have some cat action up here in a while.
When I tell these guys that I know that work for the sheriff's department, police department, things you guys see that I don't want to know, this is one of them right here.
This is it.
This is one of the things I don't need to know about.
The officers initially considered the possibility of a coyote attack, but the reality turned out to be far stranger. As they conducted a thorough search of both scenes, they discovered additional body parts and evidence that linked the 2 incidents. This made the detectives search for the origins of the human remains. He called a research company in order to find out about the blue wrapping paper. In addition to finding blue and white paper, many of the severed limbs were marked with metal tags, and the officers discovered a bag labeled Future Gen X. They pursued this lead to further investigate the situation. Although this might not have been enough to unravel the case, the cops had found a string and were ready to keep pulling till they uncovered the truth.
If they have some kind of tag on them, it's a whole body donation, so we do tag everything that we have.
I need to talk to somebody who can give me information on your willed cadaver program for a law enforcement matter.
Yes, this is April. I can help you.
April, so I hate to be indelicate, but we got a call yesterday afternoon from some folks out cutting wood south of Prescott that they had found an arm and a leg. Do you guys use medical ID tags on the appendages?
We do not.
Sounds like we can rule you guys out for help then.
We don't tag like an arm. We do ear tags, and our bodies are never separated. They're always whole bodies.
Okay.
They soon traced the company's headquarters to Seattle and contacted Walter Harold Mitchell, the owner of the company in Scottsdale. Mitchell seemed very uneasy with their questions during the investigation. The footage was redacted by law enforcement, but we are left with the audio recording of the officer's conversation with him.
Hey, Walter. How's it going? I'm Detective Smith. This is Detective Franklin. We're from Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Can we talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
You mind if we carry the rock? I just don't like you having a rock in your hand while you're walking with us. Do you have any weapons or anything on you? On your person?
On my person, no.
You used to own a company called Future Gen X?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what we're here to talk about.
Okay.
Have you been following the news at all lately?
No, I have not.
Okay.
All right.
How many bodies did you bring with you from you left Washington?
Body?
Cadavers.
Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever.
Body parts.
You know what? Come on, guys. This is an interrogation.
We came to talk to you.
Yeah, that's an interrogation.
You can call it what you want, but we just came to talk to you so we can get to the bottom of what's going on.
Okay. You know what? You can talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
What?
There's body
I don't
parts
get it.
strewn all over our county that have your company's name on them, and we're trying to figure out. Bull.
Not bull.
Why would I drive all the way down here?
That's a good question, but I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Well, turn around and put your hands behind your back then, if you don't want to talk.
The officers detained him and then searched his apartment where they found a metallic cylindrical object which they immediately identified as a pipe bomb. They immediately cleared the area and the bomb squad later confirmed that the bomb was indeed real. When the investigators questioned Mitchell about it, he told a very bizarre story.
What we're looking for here mostly is to try to identify the remains in this case so that we can try to do the right thing and get those back to their families if that's something that needs to take place.
This is not correct. I know the number was 53. 53 was the total, but minus 5 heads. So 48. 48.
We all want to know why. I think that we have some ideas why. We heard a lot of things about your finances.
So why is not financial? Never has been. You know, there are times in my life where I was motivated by finances, but this was not one of them, okay? The reason is because my industry, over the entire industry, is unsafe, very unsafe. And I've been a failed whistleblower since 2002.
But after a thorough search was conducted, they discovered that most of the severed parts found were female that were tied with twine. But Walter claimed his innocence by saying he was a whistleblower and wanted to expose the improper blood testing in his industry.
If I wanted to hide something, I would have dug someplace in my land or taken it someplace that had done something completely different. I wanted a platform. And because I wasn't getting a platform. And so that's the why. I hope that answers your question. The body is a perfect ecosystem for transmitting diseases. So when you have 30,000 bodies a year going to private organizations and they're dissecting 150 to 200,000 tissues going around the world, and they're not screening properly, and they're not blood testing properly, and I wrote a very detailed article. I don't know if you've been given that article, but I'll show you where you can get access to it because it's on a LinkedIn site where I show and have shown over the years that the players have been doing incorrectly.
Interestingly, Walter had also authored a fiction book about serial killers in which the killer is a medical professional who uses his insider knowledge of the industry to perfectly execute murders and dispose of the bodies. And soon, DNA results of the body parts disputed Walter's claims of the severed limbs.
The crime lab came back and said that they can definitively say that there are 9 individuals.
Okay. There could be tissue, and it would be the hips.
We only found one hip, one left hip.
Okay, there's got to be more out there.
I have 5 skulls, I have 2 right arms plus shoulders, 2 right arms, 1 right shoulder, 3 left arms plus shoulders, 1 left arm, 1 left shoulder, 3 right legs, 2 right knees, 1 right foot, 1 left hip, 4 left legs, 1 left knee, and 2 left feet.
You're saying there's more out there. Where? Did you bury it? Did you put it in a different location than the other stuff?
It's in that vicinity, very close. I'm going to tell you flat out, it was worth it. Because after 30 years, I want to walk away saying I did something good for my industry and for humanity. And as silly as that sounds, I'm the moral compass in my industry, and I have been.
Walter Mitchell was convicted of 29 felony counts of concealing or abandoning a dead body. He would spend over 6 years behind bars.